looked like a good effort to tie things up in the third period,
Yeah.
at least, but maybe before then. What was this?
I thought we looked flat. I mean, I thought we looked flat in the first period. I did. I missed yesterday's practice, personal reasons, but we looked flat in the first period. And they got one off of our defenseman's feet, and then another one where we're just standing around. So I thought we had a better second and a much better third, but I just talked to them there right now. I thought we lacked the desperation to score and looked no farther than the 6-on-4. How many pucks did we put in net? We're down by 2. In the timeout, we talked about it, put as many pucks in net, and it didn't happen. I didn't think we were very smart tonight. Yeah.
What were some of the things that you liked out there tonight from the group?
Not much, to be honest with you. Not much. Really, it's we're a lot better than that. I know they played hard. They outworked us. So, yeah, I'm going to spend a little time here and go over the film, but I didn't like much. After the first period, I'm trying to find some players that are playing, and it was hard to find 5 forwards that were going today. And if I can't find 5 forwards, we're in trouble. So I didn't like our D. I didn't like the way we defended today. So there's a lot about it that I didn't like. Not just the score, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't like our game. I might be wrong. I gotta rewatch it, but I didn't like it. So.
I know you alluded to this back around trade deadline. Hockey's going to get harder now.
Yeah.
Teams know their identity by now, playoff push and everything like that. Response may be different night to night, but generally, how are you guys responding to all this testing?
There's a lot of room for improvement, right? I think that, again, we're young, and so at trade deadline, did we want to give up our young guys to get some 19-year-old guys when our young guys were really, when I talk about young guys in their draft year, do you want to give up those guys to get older to try to take a run at it? Because we're pretty good on the back end, but I think we're good as a group defensively, Because you saw today, the forwards were cheating a little bit, so the D give up the line, so now the D don't look as good. So the D is really strong when our forwards are playing a certain way, our structure, and our forwards. I can tell you that after the first period, like I said, we didn't have 5 of them that were doing what we see normal basis. So when we talk about playing hard, it gets harder. It's happening, and our guys have kind of cheated now. They're cheating. So we got to fix it. Got to fix it before the playoffs.
The way the game played out, it almost seemed like a perfect game for such a workhorse player such as Xander Vecchia, who I know has been out due to injury. What's his current status right now?
To be honest, I don't know. It's when it first happened, it was like a minor thing day to day, and again, it's his first year in the league, so we don't know, what he can handle and whatnot. So it's. I thought that he was okay to play this week, and then when I was at practice early in the week, he wasn't. So then it was day to day if he could. So he's not playing Monday either. So we'll see. But you're right; it would have been a good game for him to play.
Obvious question coming from Wednesday. How exciting is the news now for you?
Oh yeah, that's great. Obviously, getting invited to that prospect game is a huge thing, and it was one of my goals at the beginning of the season. So yeah, it's great, but just got to keep working.
That's something I wondered about, actually, goals, because I know you're team first guy. Everybody here is, but you allow you to have those individual goals. And how do you weigh those, taking the team into account?
I mean, you make those goals at the beginning of the year, but they're not really in your head when you're playing your game. You're out there and you're playing your big minutes because coach knows what you can do and what you can do out there. So, I mean, goals, I've made them, but, I'm just trying to go out there and play my game.
You might not be thinking about it quite at the moment, but of course the NHL draft's coming up in July. How are you feeling about that? Is there a little bit of nervousness? Or?
No, just like I said, I'm trying to keep all the way that noise. Obviously there's a lot of noise around it, a lot of things going on, but you're just trying to stick to what I know, and that's about it.
Just with your season as a whole, you came in as a guy that not a lot of people were talking about. obviously, since blossomed into a guy that's getting second, maybe first round consideration. Could you have imagined it shaping out that way, as confident as you are in yourself?
I mean, yeah, just like you said, I'm always confident in myself, and I'm trying to make myself into the best player that I can be. Obviously it'd be great to go in the first round, but it's all about winning at the end of the day, and we got to get back on track.
And coming up on Family Day is Monday. It's a game against the Sudbury Wolves. What are the keys to victory going into that game?
I think we just need to get back to our game. I think we're lacking a little bit of our defensive game. And I think if the guys start to buy in again and go back to what we were at the beginning of the season, I think we should have a guaranteed 2 points.
Joe, just wanted to talk to you quickly before we get into the game. You did play a little bit in the development series of the OJHL with Trent Golden Hawks during that Hasty Peace Cup. How did that help you develop your game into coming into the season so far?
I think it helped out a lot. Just kind of finding that love for the game again. With COVID and being off, it was really good just to play. Kind of have the same routine. And they were great there. They were a really well-run organization. They helped me out a lot. We worked on a lot of things, but I definitely think it helped out a lot for the season.
And of course, during this game, that first goal seemed to be a very lucky bounce off of a defender past you. Besides that, how would you rank your performance? How'd you feel out there?
Definitely one thing that we've really taken pride in, as goaltending-wise, was stopping those first shots. So I'm not very pleased with myself for letting in those two that were straight on. The first one, tough luck. It is what it is, but definitely gonna watch some tape and see where I can get better. But we definitely want to stop those first shots and just give guys a better chance to win. So.
And then going into Monday, of course, it's a Family Day game against Sudbury. What do you think the keys to victory are going to be for?
We know what works for us, what's our success, and what doesn't work for us. So I think we just need to. We have a workout here, get back in it, put it behind us, but we just got to come out and ready to work every game. You can tell that we know when we're working really hard, and we can tell that when maybe we're not. So I think that get back to it, just put our work boots on, work hard every single shift, every single play, every single shot, and I think that's what's going to help us bring a win.
It's been kind of a tough stretch lately, but how would you kind of rate your season, seeing as you're a guy who, coming into the year, played behind some veterans, now you're the veteran yourself, sharing the load?
Yeah, it's definitely weird, being one of the younger guys 2 years ago and then all of a sudden being one of the older guys, but I think, we have great guys in the room, we have great leaders in the room. We talk about it every single day, we work as hard as we can every single day, so, to be a great team, you have to go through some ups and downs. And I just think that's what we're going through right now. But I know this team and the guys in there that everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to play the best they can. So I know by the end of this, we're going to come out on top.
I was also curious to ask you about Roman Bazarin. Coming into the season, of course, he wasn't in the picture, but right before the regular season started, he was acquired to Ravens from the WHL. In terms of your on-ice and off-ice relationship, or partnership with him, I should say, how's that been going? And in terms of him coming to the OHL from the WHL, how do you think his transition has been on and off the ice?
He's played, 100+ games in major junior, so he definitely knows. He's definitely been around. He knows what works for him and how to play the game, obviously. But it's been awesome. We like to bounce ideas off of each other, and like I said, between him, myself, and our goalie coach Bex, we have a really good relationship, and we all share the same common goal, obviously, which is to win. But we always share the same game plan, which is, like I said, making the first saves, getting to our spots, challenging, and just being the backbone.